Hey everyone, my name's Chloe, otherwise known as Princess Aspian. So I suppose I kind of like to play a game with myself whenever I watch movies or television shows or read books called Spot the Aspie. Because let's face it, every good story has one. Not that I'm biased or anything. So while watching Maleficent the other day, I found something extremely exciting about the three fairies, Flora, Fauna and Merryweather, which I was really intrigued about. Now I've always loved these three fairies and they've always been characters that I've been really drawn to, right from the very first Sleeping Beauty movie that I've seen. Maybe it was partly because of the names that they had, which I really wished that I could have for myself. But I think perhaps the main reason is because of their absolutely ridiculous personalities. With Flora's obsession with the colour pink and her strong-willed personality, Fauna's kind heart and Merryweather's bold personality, and wait for it, the all-sharing trait of their quirkiness and inability to cope with mundane human tasks. Sound like anyone? I know a lot of Aspies can relate to this, because even though the three humorous and charming fairies have powers that are above and beyond the ordinary, such as bestowing gifts onto a newborn princess, performing day-to-day mundane tasks is pretty much an impossibility for them. And that's when it clicked. Maybe these fairies have a little bit of Asperger's in them. As humans especially, the fairies are portrayed as unable and completely incapable of performing any tasks that a normal human would find completely normal and easy. Cooking, cleaning and mending clothes, it's all an absolute impossibility for them. Even though they could quite literally change the colour of a dress or change someone into a frog if they wanted to badly enough. And flying and bestowing magical wishes is a piece of cake. Something I really love about this though is it's not a problem to them. Nobody ever criticises the fairies for lacking in these normal human skills. And their inability to perform human tasks is not only not a problem for them, but it's actually also considered humorous and quite normal. Because it's completely acceptable for them to be who they are and to be able to live differently. When the fairies try too hard to do normal human tasks, they find themselves falling back into their normal magical ways, which is their natural result of putting themselves in an unnatural situation. But their inability to do these things well and to have absolutely no desire in ever learning how to do them doesn't cast them out. It simply means they're not trying to be something that they aren't. Sound familiar? Now I'm going to use Asperger's as an example just because that would relate to me personally, but you can take this however way you want. A lot of us that have Asperger's or that are neurotypical will absolutely thrive in a field that we're good at. For me, for example, this is writing and performing. These are my fairy talents. For others, this could be an impeccable ability to remember large math equations, or fix things, or build things, or cook extravagant 6-tiered cakes laid with jam and cream. All of us have our special fairy talents. All of us have our own little Flora, Fauna or Merryweather living inside of us. And just because we may not be absolutely fantastic at seemingly normal tasks of life, it doesn't for a second make us any different for the worse or defective. It simply means that we're wired in a different way, which I think is kind of wonderful. Humanity is not a goal for these fairies, but simply something that they tried and failed, and then abandoned completely. And something that I find amazing is they never once saw their failure as a bad reflection on themselves, because the three of them all knew that they could get through doing other things in their own way. Don't let what you can't do drag you down. You're more than your inability to do mundane human tasks. You're a Flora, or a Fauna, or a Merryweather, and that's much, much cooler than being a boring old human. I just want to thank you all so much for all the response I've had on my first video. I was so overwhelmed with the amount of comments and likes and subscribers and everything that I've had on it, and it's just so unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for watching this, and if you enjoyed it, please show me that you did by liking it, subscribing to my channel, commenting, whatever makes you feel good. I'll be linking my blog and my Facebook page down below so you can see all of my blog posts and keep updated on me and what's happening next. Your support genuinely means the absolute world to me, and I can't thank you enough for everything that's already happening. Thank you so much. Bye!